Can you do the intro doing that little tongue roll and just like count us into a hutch?
Yeah, you know what that's from though, right? It's how many licks does it take to?
Oh, that
is.
is.
And it's the owl, and he instead of I count it down, but he counts up. He goes 1, 2, 3. And so I guess I'll just say hit it, Hutch.
You know what it is now, boys and girls of the podcast world. Matt and Tyler on the mics. They're gonna stay here until they agree. They're gonna stay here until they agree. Oh, thank you for listening. This show's called Until We Agree. Oh, thank you for listening.
Nice, man. All right, welcome back to Until We Agree. I'm Matt, or Mark. Was reminded that I used to be called Mark on this podcast this week. That's Tyler. Welcome back to Until We Agree, the only podcast that keeps going until we agree. A lot has changed since last week. We're known paparazzios now, and so we are stalking celebrities, and that's been really fun for us. And yeah, I think we should restart.
I was confused on where we were going with paparazzios, but I know I like the energy. I like that how one story from last week has made us paparazzios. I haven't seen any celebrities this week, so I guess I'm be hungry tonight. I'm not making dinner.
Yeah, well, here's something I learned this week is I don't know how to live without the internet. But in a way, it's kind of awesome. And like for those of you who don't know, because I said this to Tyler before we started recording, I'm live on a hotspot right now because our Wi-Fi has been down all day, and I'm not. This podcast is not super liquid yet when it comes to money, and so I'm not like rolling in it yet. I can't afford an unlimited hotspot, and so I've got 5 gigs.
That's why we have to do a short today. You don't have an unlimited hotspot? What kind of plan are you on?
Unlimited starter is what it says on AT&T's app. So I get 5 gigabytes free a month before it slows down to 124 something per second speed of internet. So I'm at full speed right now, but there's only I had to work today from home because I was also trying to get the Wi-Fi people to come here, so I had to be present to let them in. They didn't show up, of course, and so I had to work from the hot. So like I'm running real low on hotspot. But yeah, what I was really trying to say was in some ways it's really inspiring. In some ways it's really disappointing because I think about like what I could do with my nights and like my free time instead of being just like on the internet all night. And it's kind of like, wow, I could do so many other cool things that I'm like really passionate about and really excited about. But then I think, man, I've done a lot more internet than recently.
And what's that next tweet say?
Exactly. The thing about Twitter is there's always something new coming out. And I don't want to, you can't get behind, like we moved from 6.7 to 41 so fast. And if you're not on X, the everything app, you wouldn't know that.
I'm new to 41. What's happening on 41 now?
6.7 is done because, the old boomers, also known as Gen Z, they caught on to 6.7. And so then it got lame. And so now they moved on to 41.
Sure. Right. And yep. And
41 has even less meaning because there's not even like a move, like a dance move with it. You just say 41 instead of 6.7.
And so now it's if you know type thing.
Right.
Well, that is good to know. I do have a question about your internet situation because why are you on a hotspot? Like, why didn't you just join on your phone and then record your audio separately?
So here's the thing. I don't know how to do that. And so I'm doing it. I know how to do it all in one place.
You're also a boomer.
Right, exactly. And so I was born in the 1900s. And so I only know
shop talk, by the way.
Yeah, this is all gross behind the scenes stuff. You guys want to know what our lives have been like in the last week and what kooky hijinks and debates you're going to hear from the Until We Agree family. So how's your last week been?
Dude, my last week has been painful. I'm going to be honest.
In what ways?
Just physically, because it was my peak week for my running. I ran 20 miles yesterday. You don't just bodies aren't meant for that. Apparently they are actually, but none of us have done it in so long that bodies are not now meant for that. I'm not having a good time. I'm sore. My knees hurt. But other than that, I mean, your knee always hurts because you've had 7 to 10 surgeries on your meniscus, right?
No. Everything you said is wrong. I've had a grade 1 MCL tear 4 times. Never had it operated on. It was kind of like at the time, it was kind of a ticking time bomb, which one was going to be like the big one. And then it kind of stopped happening. So
right, because you stopped doing anything athletically at all. You stopped being able to move quick enough for anything to tear.
Well, it's more like I stopped playing like team sports. It always happened in team sports. And so it happened.
You stopped playing or you weren't allowed to?
Well, like what do you mean I wasn't
time
allowed
on the field?
to?
Like you weren't allowed to have time on the field, time on the
best
court?
player, you're typically the best player on the team. If I wasn't the best player, I was the heart and soul of the culture of the team. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Right.
But
so I know of a certain WBL team you won that was named after one of our friends that is not you.
Right, but I was a heart and soul player of that team. Yeah.
Okay.
Named after him. Right. Heart named after me. You know, I was in the hospital. I was in the hospital freshman year of high school, and I got out the day of one of our games. And it was kind of like a Rudy moment where like this was actually really funny because like you don't realize, even I was in the hospital for 3 days, I think. You don't realize like the muscle atrophy you go through even in a short amount of time. But like I felt normal because like I don't know, I was young, so like I could bounce back, but like I hadn't been walking really any. Like I was walking like in like little circles around like a hallway like a couple of times a day, but that was it. And so I come out, I only play like I just told Dad, I was like, Dad, my coach Dad, I said, just let me get out there for a second. And so I got out there for a second. I went to take one jump shot, and like from the moment I tried to shoot the ball, you know, when you, like in basketball, you jump to take a shot, obviously.
Jump shot.
So you would think your head would get higher at some point in your jump shot. Your head gets higher than when it started the jump. My head actually got lower because like my legs truly like gave out and I couldn't get off the ground. It was incredible.
Something.
Anyway.
And did you make this shot?
No, like I airballed it by like 5 or 6 feet.
Okay. Wow.
It was a 3-pointer. Because I was a shooter. I'm a shooter.
And was this a situation where the defenders kind of let you have it, you know?
Yeah,
they saw you walk on the court and they just kind of like step back.
Yeah, they put one of my arms on each of their shoulders, and then they carried me close to like right underneath the basket, and then they let me take 10 more shots. Like I kept missing, and they kept just handing it back to me and like pretending to miss the rebounds.
Right.
and then I eventually got one to go in, and I got to go home.
Everybody cheered, right?
But that was an elite basketball team, and so to not be the best player on that team wasn't saying something. We should have won all 4 years in high school. We truly got robbed senior year. And I don't want to like rehash the past, but we actually like legitimately got robbed, and we haven't gotten over it totally. But life goes on. I have a podcast, a majorly successful podcast all over the world, and something that's exciting about that is we have a brand new country. Brand new country just dropped this week. Analytics all over the world are showing it. We love getting to see it. We love getting to know who's listening, and I believe we're going, don't quote me on this though, I believe we're going Balkan this week.
Balkan?
I don't know if that's correct, but I think the Balkans are Estonia, Lithuania, and Latvia, and we've nailed Lithuania this week.
Yeah, we have. What are they big in? Lithuanians, they like something. Basketball?
They love basketball. That's actually one of my main Sea Dog fun
watching.
facts. What?
That's why they're watching, and by watching I mean listening because it's not even video. But all the basketball talk, even the first 10 minutes of the podcast, has been dominated by basketball talk.
They're going to love this episode, actually. I tried to find a Lithuanian accent online. I couldn't find one. I thought it'd be like a fun bit to like redo it. All they do is like try to talk in American accents in Lithuania. It's the weirdest thing. I'm sure if I looked harder, I was looking while I was waiting for the 3 minutes of this, of my Discord to load so I could start this episode while being on a hotspot. I was trying to find a video of one of them talking, but they only like making fun of American accents, and so I don't have an accent.
Well, do an accent of a Lithuanian making fun of an American accent.
Yeah. Oh man, I love LeBron James and basketball, and hot dogs and French fries.
There it is. Europeans, there's nothing a European loves more than talking about how much we love our fried food.
Yeah.
Hamburgers, hot dogs, and fries.
Uh-huh. But we shout out Lithuania. We're happy to have you. We, as far as European countries go, I would say at least top half, you know?
Yeah, we can give them that top half.
Well, they're always going to be better than the British. And so you're already on a hot start. Some fun facts about Lithuania. They once had a potato so beloved, it was given military honors.
And that means what?
His name was Sipilinaya. Well, I just assumed. I'm sorry. You're right. Who's to say for sure? They say that ghosts, they're the highest ghost to human ratio in all of Europe, and they're called Uzupis. And they say that they pay rent, but they don't actually pay rent because how could they?
I'm going to contest that, by the way, because I would assume you got to think that a country
just go and say it.
where death has happened more. There's been way more deaths in other countries than Lithuania, right?
And say it with me with ghosts.
With ghosts.
With ghosts
comes responsibility.
They only show up when the deaths are evil.
When the deaths are
I think yours cut out, but I know you said it at the same. Yeah, you never heard of someone because ghosts always are like there to like haunt or they have unfinished business.
Oh,
and
malicious.
So ghosts
when the ghosts aren't malicious, but the deaths were.
Right, and that's the only time they I mean sometimes they can be malicious back, but like the thing about ghosts, and I think we give ghosts way too much credit, even if they are real, like they can't do anything.
And you're a ghost believer. You've been saying for years that ghosts, you've seen ghosts, right?
Justin Bieber's been dead for 6 years, and we see him everywhere.
Really?
Yeah.
Honestly, he has that one song called "Ghost."
Yeah. Well,
that was written by John Bellion.
Uh-huh.
That I have to throw that in just so everybody knows. But I don't know where I was going with this. But that probably came out about 6 years ago, right? And that kind of lines up. Anyways,
nothing better than explaining the joke.
Speaking of things not dying. We both have something to talk about that we both brought randomly to each other.
Yeah.
As a topic.
This isn't until we agree first. This is really cool.
So, did you watch it?
Watch what?
Frankenstein.
No, is there a new one or what? Legitimately,
yes, man. The new Frankenstein is out on Netflix now. It was in theaters for a couple weeks, and then now it's on Netflix for free. It's so good. We have Oscar Isaac as Frankenstein.
Well, I actually can I actually do a little improv bit before you explain Frankenstein?
Okay, yeah.
Okay. So my Frankenstein thing, it's crazy we both thought of this separately but equally. So you know how on the show we like to do improv and we're trying to get better at it. Sure. Every week we try to stretch our limits a little bit further. I want you to do an improv role play of you're in a coffee shop and you see Frankenstein walk in the room.
Okay.
And you react how you would react if you saw literally Frankenstein walk in the room.
Okay.
I'll be the bell that rings when a door opens in a coffee shop.
Okay.
All right, and action. Ring.
Oh, what's up, dude? Whatever.
That's stupid.
No, it's cool.
No, yeah.
Okay. Well, here's where
I know what you're going. Let me do my impression.
Okay.
All right, you be the bell.
All right. Bing.
Oh, hey, man. You're
you know why?
You're just some guy.
I know why.
Yeah, you're just some guy. You're just like some guy. Yeah, you're just some guy.
Because Frankenstein. Because Frankenstein is also not the monster,
that's the scientist.
And so if the scientist came in, he'd just be another guy to us, especially because what is the scientist better than me? Probably not. In this scenario.
No, I would assume you just see him as another person. Yeah.
Right, and you don't know he's a scientist. You probably just say, "Oh, what's up, dude?"
Yeah, because that's like saying like a doctor's always wearing scrubs, and like while they are like he's not wearing his funny goggles and his long coat, everywhere he goes. Right. So I'm sure he has casual wear he's wearing. He probably is wearing athleisure as you do when you go to the coffee shop, and yeah. So
and this is a modern day Frankenstein we're talking.
Well, is the movie set in modern day?
No,
well, it's in a coffee shop, so you'd have to think that it's modern day.
Yeah, what's the coffee shop called?
Starbucks.
Whoa.
Whoa.
All right. So let me talk about
Frankenstein. Yeah.
Okay. So you'll never guess. You don't know anything about this movie then.
I know like a little bit about Frankenstein as like a whole. I don't know anything about the new one.
Okay. So the movie though, Oscar Isaac is Victor Frankenstein, the doctor.
Okay.
Then there's an Austrian character. I forget his name already. played by, you know who?
Stellan Skarsgård.
No, Christoph Waltz.
Ah, man.
So great casting.
Makes sense.
Now, guess who the monster or the creature in the movie is played by?
Amy Schumer.
Close. Jacob Elordi.
Dude, I don't know how close I was, if I'm being honest.
You weren't. That was really just actually kind of mean. But Jacob Elordi of all people.
You were being mean because he's tall.
Tall? What does that have to do with anything? I'm just saying.
Frankenstein's tall.
Yes, and so is Jacob Elordi.
You were heightest. I was just trying to elevate a woman in the field.
That was you trying to elevate a woman.
Yeah. Obviously, it wouldn't look like her.
I don't buy it.
It wouldn't look like her.
I don't buy it.
It wouldn't look like her.
I don't buy it. Anyways,
it's about embodying
so I
a
want
role.
you. Will you explain the plot of
clown.
Frankenstein to me if you know so much about it? Because
I don't know that much.
Thought,
okay.
Like that's the weird thing. Like Frankenstein's such a big deal in culture, in the zeitgeist, and I didn't realize how much I didn't know about Frankenstein, like the actual story. Like I knew the premise and I knew the message, but I didn't know. I just didn't know what was going on.
And this is this movie like true to the original source?
So I do have the book. I haven't read the book. Okay, so I can't confirm or deny right now.
Okay.
But I'll just go off of what I've seen, and that is the new Frankenstein movie on Netflix.
Okay. So obviously the famous line is "He's alive, he's alive." I don't know if they say that in the movie.
So that was not said.
Yeah, so which is fine. I think it's been done. It's like when the new Spider-Man came out, and it's like we've seen Uncle Ben die like a couple times
3
already.
to 4 times.
Like we don't need to see that origin story again. We can just like get into him becoming a hero or like being a hero. And so I assume that's kind of like, it's understood that like, yes, Frankenstein probably came to life at some point. He wasn't a living being before. And some DNA alteration that the scientist does, he has made Frankenstein this freak creation. Frankenstein is not the monster. Frankenstein's not the monster, but Frankenstein's monster is the monster. And essentially, from what I remember, it's I'm not even kidding. It's a lot like a B movie where it's like a freak little insect, but in the sense of Frankenstein, it's a freak little man falls in love with a woman, and like the woman's husband is like kind of like high strung, and so like she starts to see like a lot of gentleness in like this non-human entity, and is like, man, if something that's not even human can treat me more like a human than my own husband is, then I need to leave my husband. And so that's essentially the story as a whole. And he like learns to love too, because like it's like, can something that isn't even a human, like can it have a soul? Can it learn to love? Can it be anything? Like that's the journey we had to go on. And at the same time, he's a monster. He doesn't get it, like he doesn't get social cues yet. He's figuring that out. And so that's essentially it.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But then it's literally like, you're not going to believe this either. It's literally, I can't believe they didn't name it Freakenstein, because the first 10 minutes, it's like, it is the origin story, the first 10 minutes. And then Jacob Elordi in full makeup, like looking disgusting as Frankenstein, apologies, but that's just what it is, just twerks towards the camera for 2 hours.
For 2 hours.
2 hours of Jacob Elordi twerking. And we sat there. We just sat there because we thought, oh, well, it could only be, it's like an art piece, and maybe it's elongated for 2 minutes, 2 minutes more, and then we'll get back to the plot, and then it just kind of goes to credits, and then you're thinking, oh, post-credit scene,
like Marvel,
like Marvel, and you'll never believe what the post-credit scene was.
What is it, man?
Dude, it was Jacob Elordi dressed up as Frankenstein doing an RFK impression. He stole our bit.
Are you serious?
Dude, I've never seen anything like it.
Was he like doing like a this could be you if you consume too many Red Dye 40?
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what he. How did you know that? Have you seen the movie?
Well, I'm watching on the side now. You've really convinced me.
But it was a close up. Well, real quick, it was a close up of his face, though, right? Uh-huh. And then, so that's the first post credit scene, and the second post credit scene, it cuts back, and he's still doing the impression, but then it zooms out, and he's still twerking.
Where I think you may have gone wrong is I'm actually watching it actually on the side of my phone right now. The twerking scene it only lasts for 10 seconds, but there's also that button on your screen where you can go back 10 seconds. So what I think happened is you actually just watched that one scene for 10 seconds, and you got sleepy and went to bed, woke up to the post credit scene. That's my guess.
So I dreamed about it for like 2 hours?
No, I think you watched it for 2 hours, fell asleep through the rest of the movie, and then you woke up post credit. Because it's like the George Lopez theme song where like it plays at the beginning and end of episodes, and it's louder than the rest of the movie. That's probably what happened.
Yeah, that is what woke me up too, because the credits music was the George Lopez theme.
Can you imagine? Oh man.
Bam, 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 bam. It's just Jacob Elordi in the background.
That's good stuff, man.
Oh my. Yeah, that dude. I've got vivid memories of waking up to that.
Yeah. Can I? Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, that's cool. I'm glad you got to see some good cinema. Did you rate it on Letterboxd?
Yeah, I gave it 4 stars.
I didn't even know. I'm actually looking. You gave it 6 stars. I didn't even know that was possible.
Well, it's just like I've just never seen a movie that was so artistically out there, but also
avant-garde. Yeah,
avant-garde. Yet it meant something real to me as well. Where
I'm sure it did.
When you see Jacob Elordi like that, and you know what they say about Jacob Elordi, like, oh, Euphoria. You know, that show's just disgusting. But
is he from Euphoria?
Yeah, he's from Euphoria.
Is he in Call Me By Your Name?
I don't know. But if he is, I need to see it. And everybody says though he's a one trick wonder. No, he's not.
I would say no one says that because that's not the saying.
He's a one trick wonder.
He's a one trick pony or a one hit wonder.
And I would like to say that he is not a one trick wonder either, because the way he was throwing it back on Netflix for 2 hours is unlike anything I've ever seen. Congratulations to him. Congratulations to Guillermo del Toro for being willing to put that out. I wish I had seen it in...
He's the one who... Guillermo del Toro made this movie?
Dude, you're right.
That's crazy. I didn't know that. I thought this was like some nobody. He did...
No, it's a big movie.
No way.
He twerked Guillermo del Toro right in the face for 2 hours making this movie.
And the budget was...
And that's just what made the cut.
$300 million?
Dude.
And don't even get me started on marketing. They don't even include marketing in the budget.
I didn't know this movie was happening, so the marketing probably was very little. Because you got to think, when that's 2 hours of the movie, there's very little going on in the trailer because that wasn't in the trailer.
Dude, they don't have much to work off then, yeah.
No. You know who does have much to work off? Jacob Elordi.
What is that supposed? It seems like he's been working off plenty. Think of the quad strength you have to be able to twerk for 2 hours.
That's what I'm
straight.
saying. He. What did I say?
You said something he has to work off. He has nothing to work off. I think he worked it off when training for this role.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I guess he was. I mean, probably very strong glutes, very strong, maybe even hammies. I don't know. Anyways,
yeah, man.
Now you see.
I'm glad you liked it. Yeah.
Another movie I watched this weekend.
Is this your first time seeing it?
No, I've seen it before. But
shockingly good movies.
Yes, Alicia had not seen it. She hasn't seen the second one. The third one's out now, so we're gonna watch the second one and then watch the third one because as you do, you watch these movies in order. And I forgot how good it was. Like, spoiler alert, the movie is 12 years old. So spoiler alert. Unreal how like I knew the plot loosely, but I forgot about Mark Ruffalo's character being the guy.
Yeah.
And he just blew me away.
Yeah. Crazy, isn't it? Yeah, those movies like have no like when I saw the movies like come out, I think I was probably watching NFL on Fox or something in like 2013. And I saw the trailers come out for the first time and I was like, this is going to be a money grab like every other movie with Jesse Eisenberg, you know? Like he was just like the hot ticket, and so you put him in any gimmicky role and it'll make money. That's all I thought it was going to be. I had no idea that how it literally is like a combination of Fight Club and like Ocean's 11.
The Prestige. Oh,
even
and
the Prestige.
Ocean's 11.
Yeah, it's actually all of them. You're right. And it's like
it's better.
Yeah, but like it doesn't feel like high art. It doesn't like at all.
No.
And so like, you're just like watching like a fun,
movie.
It's just like a fun movie, but like in the background you're getting your world rocked over and over again. It's crazy stuff.
And Morgan Freeman's in this movie. Last note on movies I watched this weekend, A Very Jonas Brothers Christmas.
Did you watch it?
Yes, it is.
Oh, I went to.
It is. I'll give you. You can fill in an adjective for me. What do you think it was?
Electric.
Okay, as in you need electricity to watch it. Yes, but
good
for
good.
the
Nice.
yeah for the actual quality of the movie, hard to say anything positive. It's actually incredibly sad because it's all about them getting home for Christmas to see their significant others, their wives even. They're married. Their wives, two of them, Kevin and Nick, to see their wives and children. And then Joe is just kind of there. And they have him as the playboy, right? And he's got kids with Sophie Turner, but they're divorced. And the whole movie, they just kind of make fun of him. And then they get...
For being divorced?
For being like a playboy.
No way.
And then, so he has an actress, though.
Well, hold on. Don't spoil too much, because I am kind of excited about this movie.
Okay. Well, okay. It's just, there... I can't say too much then. I just can't say too much. But it's just, it's uncomfortable when there's the other people get to interact with their real wives and children in the movie. And in these scenes with the whole family, it's just some actress playing Joe Jonas's love interest, which is just kind of sad.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it is an interesting movie. It's about Christmas magic. And Jesse Tyler Ferguson plays
Don't I
Santa.
know it, man? Yeah, it's awesome. Give me an adjective for it.
Okay. For the movie as a whole?
Yeah.
Downright terrible.
Okay.
That's about it. It's
Dude, you didn't
doesn't have
update
much
any of
more
your...
for it.
You didn't update Letterboxd at all.
Yeah, I didn't put that one on Letterboxd. I was kind of embarrassed to have that one on my watch list.
No, dude,
by the time
watch
it
it.
was over, it was super bad. Like, you wouldn't...
You didn't put anything on.
That movie was super bad starring Jonah Hill. Am I right?
Yeah, I guess, man. But you didn't put any of these movies on.
I put Frankenstein on.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Did you unfollow me?
No, you probably unfollowed me. How would that make sense if I unfollowed you?
Bro, the last movie you have on your recent activity is Begonia.
No, I watched Frankenstein and I rated it. I didn't write a review. Maybe that's affecting it.
Oh,
but
maybe.
I did rate it.
Yeah, you should
I gave
write
it
a
a
review.
4-star.
People want to know what you have to say, man.
I just might. And then I think that's it on movies for me.
Well, you had a busy weekend then. That's awesome. I got to finish Veep last week, and it was genuinely incredible. Like
Really?
the show ended, and I finished it. Well, I finished like an episode. I finished the second to last episode at 10:15, but the last season only has 7 episodes, so I didn't realize this was the last episode until like I got to the last episode, and I was like, oh shoot, this is a 48-minute episode, but like I got to see it through at this point. And so I finished it like in the dark of night on my iPad, and like it ended, and I just like had to sit there for a second.
You have an iPad?
Yeah, bro. Let me put you on the iPads for a second. They're so sick.
I'm aware of iPads. It's just,
You would love one.
you know, it's just, you have a TV now, right?
Right. Well, dude, I'm actually a professional like musician by trade. I've been paid to be a musician, and so like you need an iPad for that kind of stuff.
And what does that do with having a TV and not using it?
We don't have a TV in our room. It was bedtime,
Why?
bro.
What was he, 9?
Look,
Put
man,
a TV in that.
I fought for it. It came down to the fact that I think Brittany put the dresser in a stupid spot, and we could easily put the dresser in a spot where we could sit a TV on top of it and see it so easily. And then it came down to the fact that I didn't want to hang the TV in this,
I was about to say, you're not gonna
paper house that we rent.
A wall mount.
Yeah, I just didn't want to do it.
When I moved into my apartment, I tried to put a wall mount on my wall, and there's not a single stud in the place. Somehow, I don't know how this building's standing because there's not a single stud in the place. So wasn't able to get the wall mount in either on the room TV. So I'm actually with you there. I understand that. Good for you.
Mounting a TV feels like something I'll do when I own a house, and not ever before. Like it doesn't feel like a good investment. And I have this iPad, and the iPad's sick. And like that takes away, like Brittany doesn't want to watch Veep, and so that takes that out of her consciousness.
That's wild. Why not?
Dude, it was just one of those things that I started without her, and it was like every month she would pop in and say, why is she doing that? She's the vice president. I would say, look, that's kind of her whole thing, is doing stuff the vice president shouldn't do, you know?
Right.
And so we had the conversation a couple of times, but yeah, just a show I was doing on my own, and I was loving the ride, but it was, can I give you an adjective for a second?
Yeah.
Poignant, impactful,
Impactful.
lucid. Don't know how the last one fits in, but it felt right.
Well,
It might be a little lucid.
Is it time now for the Chair Company? It's still streaming.
Ooh, yeah.
The episodes are still coming out every week, and it's heating up. You got to get in this.
Is it more layered than I Think You Should Leave by Tim Robinson?
Well, it all ties together, so it absolutely has
Okay.
to. Yes.
Yeah, it would be hard to be more disconnected than that show.
Yes.
But okay, yeah, no, I do want to see that. So maybe that'll be my next move. But or I don't know, because I've kind of been missing movies. A lot of movies have started streaming. I got to a point where like every movie that I like wanted to see that was streaming actively, I kind of like saw them all over the summer. And so like Veep was great because it was like a moment for me to get to reset. And I could give all the streaming services a couple months to find new movies that I haven't seen before and kind of put those at the forefront. And so I've got some movies I want to watch now, but we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. Because I am interested. There's just a lot of, but then that gets back to the whole thing. What if I was doing something with my hands, you know? Like do I need internet at night, every night? I don't know, like building.
What would those frail little wrists be able to do?
Dude, that's the thing though. I think it's all about
all they're made for is clicking that remote, and you know it.
Dude, I think if I can get the calcium to build up a little bit though, I think they could get sturdier. So if I start pushing some wood around and pushing some brick around, who knows what I could do with it? I don't know. I just I want to be a craftsman.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see it in your future.
Good improv. I have a game for us.
So do I.
Oh, you want to do your game now?
Yeah, well, yours might be a real game. Mine, okay.
Okay.
So my game was supposed to be guess the song from the lyrics, right?
Okay.
And so we'll start off with an easy one. How about Let It Go?
That is a song by James Bay.
Okay. So you've not fallen for my trap, right?
Yeah, dude,
because
come on.
It was originally, that was the game, right? I would do lyrics that are in two songs, and then whichever one I was thinking you would choose Frozen. I could have just said, no, it's from Frozen.
Yeah, not as fun.
But whichever one you chose, I would choose the opposite one, right?
Gaslight me.
That was the game.
Yes.
However, I went in to ChatGPT looking for some help on this because I was like, oh, well, we'll just get ChatGPT to assist, because I mean, I can't think of 10, 15 songs that have similar lyrics, like just all the way down the. Anyway, okay. So yeah, I'm trying to find my place on ChatGPT.
Great. You're talking great.
And
you sound like a human who knows English.
I explain this game to ChatGPT, and I say, and I give the Let It Go example, and I say, will you please give me some more songs that would fit this game? And it says, oh yeah, that's a great idea. Below is a structure for the game plus a bunch of examples. So it gives me examples like your Let It Go, James Bay, not Frozen. Clue number 2, Say My Name. And then it was Say My Name by Destiny's Child or Say My Name by David Guetta and BB Rexa.
Okay.
Or clue 3, Hello by Adele and Hello by Lionel Richie. About this next one, clue 4, Stay by Rihanna and Stay by The Kid Laroi. I realized it was just doing this with titles.
Yeah.
And so I said, oh, ChatGPT. I just scrolled down at this point. And
ChatGPT.
Oh, ChatGPT. Do you think maybe you could do it without the titles and do it using lyrics in the song? And so I'm thinking, all right, we're about to get some heat. And so the first one, it's the clues, Here's My Number. And you would probably say what?
Carly Rae Jepsen.
Right, because it's Call Me Maybe.
Yeah.
And then it says, Give Me Everything by Pitbull and Neo. And then and I was like, that's a good one because I didn't know that was in there. And then I look at the lyrics.
Yeah, let me guess.
So tonight, I'm going to do everything that I want with you. Here's my number. Which, if you go fact check those lyrics, not in the song. And then we'll go clue number 2.
Wait, here that line is actually insane though. I'm gonna do everything I want to you. Is like
here's my number.
Here's my number. That's disgusting, Sea Dog.
Clue number 2. I'm falling again. The bait would be Falling by Harry Styles. Correct. I'm not the only one. Now you may know the song is You Say I'm Crazy because you don't think I know what you've done. But when you call me baby, I know I'm not the only one. It doesn't even say I'm falling at all, and it doesn't even pretend that it does. And so that one I go, oh, that's strange, right? I'll try one more.
Yeah.
And then it did give me one. It said I was lightning before the thunder, which you know as
that was Imagine Dragons, I believe.
Yeah. And so then it says the correct one though is Whatever It Takes by Imagine Dragons, because they reused the line I was lightning before the thunder in live mashups. Great for a trick. And so at that point I type again and I say, yeah, can we just do studio versions, please? I don't need all this live garbage. And so it then
Can
again,
I take a
just
guess at what
starts
happens
making,
next?
Yeah.
It didn't do what you wanted to.
No, it just made up lyrics again.
Yeah.
For example, clue number 3, Stay With Me. Now you might be thinking
we're
Stay
back,
With Me
yeah.
by Sam Smith. We're back. We're back, and we have Sam Smith to lean on. And speaking of lean on, the correct one is Lean On Me by Bill Withers. Because you know how the song goes. Lean on me when you're not strong.
Yeah.
I'll be your friend.
Yes.
I'll help you carry on.
Yes.
For it won't be long till I'm going to need somebody to stay with me. So I don't think that's how the song goes, right? But ChatGPT insists that it does because it says it appears word for word. That's what ChatGPT said to me. So I don't know. I was lost.
I've got one for you. I think I think you might like it. I think we can just leave it at that.
Yeah, let me hear it.
All I want is
For Christmas.
No, all I want is not that one though.
Are you talking about Codaline?
I'm talking about Codaline, but also I'm talking about season 1, episode 4 of High School Musical, the musical series written by Olivia Rodrigo. All I want is love that lasts.
Love that lasts. All I want
is all I want. Too much to ask. Is there
yes.
something wrong with me? And the answer is yes. You're not Joshua Bassett. You'll never be. That was a fun game, though. Thanks for putting the word.
One more. I have one last one that really shocked me.
Yeah.
So the clue is Here We Go Again. And the bait song is Here We Go Again by Demi Lovato. Everybody's favorite song. Everybody knows that song. The correct song in ChatGPT's opinion is You Give Love a Bad Name. And so at first, every time I'm reading this, I'm like, oh, that might be somewhere in there. But then the example lyric it gives, Shot Through the Heart and Here We Go Again. Which is famously not the lyric to that song. So
that's really fun.
I've tapped out on my game. Please give us a game that works.
No, this game kind of reminds me of Song Association. I think that would be a fun game for us to play, but I don't have any ready right now. But Song Association's that's like one of our favorite video series ever to watch together. Yeah, that's a good idea. Thanks, Sea Dog, for screwing up so bad you gave us a better idea. My game, I saw it today when I was wasting my time on social media and the internet when I could be crafting a birdhouse right now. It's called Crack the Code. We both think of, they did 4-digit numbers. For the sake of this podcast, I think we should do 3-digit numbers. And you say my number, or say your number is 123, which is the number of days between my birthday and your birthday, 123 days.
Right. Everybody knows that. Yep.
And then say I guessed the number 321.
Right.
You would say I got 1, which means I have one number in the correct place. The 2 in the second slot.
2. Sure.
Yeah. And so then we had to go back and forth until someone can crack the code first.
Whoa. Okay.
So you have to mute and tell the audience your number. So you go.
Is it 3-digit or 4-digit? What are we going?
Let's do 3 just because we're already late in this episode and I don't know how well it's going to work on a podcast.
Okay. My number is 641. All right, I'm back.
Okay. My number is 912. Okay. You can guess first.
Okay. 672.
Okay. Dang. You got one in the right place.
Okay.
420.
0. Okay. 673.
Okay, you got 0 numbers.
Oh. All right. I'm starting to catch on. I know what goes where.
Okay. 3, 4. That's so dumb.
0.
I knew that was dumb. What was I thinking? Okay.
172.
1.
Okay.
1.
I don't know why I keep saying. I think that's the third time in a row I've said 7 in the middle, and I know that's not true.
149.
1.
Okay.
532.
1.
Oh man.
What I don't remember what I said last. I said 149 last. Okay. 178.
0.
Okay.
112.
2. Shoot.
Oh.
I gotta pull something crazy out here. Okay.
Yeah.
2, 4, 3.
1.
Okay, so it's the 4. Okay, that gives me a chance.
912.
Frick. Yeah.
That's it?
Dang it. Yes. How did you do that so
dang.
fast?
I don't know.
Well,
I don't know how I got the 9. I was just thinking I would go far apart and keep the last 2 and see if that was 2 or 3.
I mean, you were at worst case 5 guesses away. So I mean, you played the game. You played the game great, and I can't do anything about that. You're better than me in every way, and I will never live up to you.
Oh, mine was 641.
Wait, you guessed something like that to start, didn't you?
Yes, I was very close. It's a little mind trick manipulation tactic.
Yeah, I should have seen that. You're so predictable. It's kind of ridiculous.
I'm kind of tricky with it.
Yeah. Well, since you won, you get to decide how we we had to do Q&A. What am I thinking? We had to do Q&A. Since you won, you get to do Q&A.
Okay, you didn't type Q&A out for me. What am I supposed to do here?
Since you won, you get to listen to Q&A.
I want to answer.
If you want to be you can answer it first. If you you can defer to the second half. If you want to leave a Q&A question like Kim did this week, leave a question anywhere on Spotify, Instagram @UntilWeAgree, TikTok @UntilWeAgree, on YouTube Until We Agree. Email us. You can find it on our Instagram. Do that, and you can be on the show. We appreciate it, and we love it so much. So Kim this week asks, who did start the fire? Billy Joel reference.
Okay, I would urge everyone in here to go see the movie Oppenheimer. Robert J. Oppenheimer started the fire.
Yeah, and it burned.
It talks about a chain of events that would set the world on fire, and they did it.
Is that what the song's about?
Yeah, it's about Robert J. Oppenheimer.
No way.
Yeah, that's true, by the way. No one look it up.
Now we know. That's awesome. Can you... Well, actually, since you won, you get to decide how the episode ends, so I'm not going to say anything. Improv us out of here.
Okay. Hit it, Hutch.
Oh, thank you for listening.
We've ruined too many outros lately to be playing around with fire.
Yeah, you know what?
We'd be starting the fire.
That's so true. Okay, now you're the winner. What do we do in post-cred?
Dude, I think you know what we do. We Jacob Lordy it.
Okay, I'm going to be Jacob Elordi.
Twerk into your mic. Twerk into your mic.
Okay.
Yeah, he's Jacob Elordying it.
Oh yeah, I'm Elordying it. Now I'm Jacob Elordi if I caught on fire.
Hey, he's still throwing it back though.